welcome to All In Driving. I'm Alan, the creator and host of this channel. Today I want to talk about why this exists and what I hope to accomplish. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you got to say, you know where the like and subscribe buttons are. I hope you make it back. With that, let's go all in. So, TLDR, as a 40-year-old, I finally have the opportunity to dig into something I've always dreamed of, racing cars. I've bought a car that's slow, but it's fun, and I think can get me started on the journey. I want to document everything for myself, but also for anyone who's always dreamed of race driving and never had the opportunity or needed a little extra encouragement to take the first steps. I hope I can inspire you to get out there and give it a go, or at least provide some entertainment with my ups and downs. As of now, I have no formal race training, and I'll be doing this on a limited budget, at least for the time being. And I'm also going to be doing a lot of work on the car myself to save some cash, show you what, and most likely what not to do. For a deeper dive of why I'm excited to live out my lifelong dream, we need to go back in time. The year is 1995. I'm 12 years old, and I'm already obsessed with cars. Amongst my other toys and Legos, I've got this little Gullwing Mercedes and a stack of Corvette magazines in my room. I'd spend hours looking at those magazines, trying to decide my favorite year, favorite color, which one that I'd be driving when I turned 16. Over the next few years, it became clear that a Corvette at 16 wasn't a reality, and maybe it wasn't even the best option. Corvette magazines were eventually replaced with a combination of Motor Trend, Super Street, and Sport Compact Car. The list of cars for me to choose from was ever growing, and at the top of the list was a Nissan Silvia S13. In almost every issue, I drool over a different body kit, engine swaps, wheels, and grippy rubber. But when I turned 16 and got my license, the car I got, my first car, was a 1979 Chevy Monte Carlo, silver with more interior space than a Manhattan apartment. It wasn't quite what I'd hoped for, but it was an awesome first car. I could pack all my friends in, I threw some giant subs in the back, and the 305 was enough power for a kid with a lead foot. It was nicknamed the Boat by my friends and got me through my high school years in old school style. In college, when I'd finally saved up some money on my own, I bought a 240 for just over $1,000 from a kid a few towns away and realized my dream. It was a deep red coupe. It was in pretty good shape, but it had seen better days. Wasn't a big deal because I wanted to make it a project. The only issue with it, and something I still regret, even though had I had time and had money, I could have done a swap, but it wasn't automatic. I had big plans for the car, but life got in the way. Other plans popped up. Since then, I've had a string of cars, including another 240 and a 91 Legacy that I'd hoped to rally, but I was young, and again, money was tight. So I started traveling, which is one of my other passions, and that took priority over my project cars. I'll go into a deeper dive on my cars in another video, but for now, we've got to move on. Because the price of competing in motorsport is far too expensive, I started watching rallies in Europe in person, rented a car and drove the Nürburgring. I played Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, any chance I could. My favorite movies at that time were Gone in 60 Seconds, The Fast and the Furious. These days, I dream of the S15 and the older Evos, cars that are just now becoming attainable in the US, and they kind of bring me back to my youth. I'm also intrigued by the Miata, the GR86, some of these more modern rear-wheel drive sports cars, and the new generation of hot hatches is pretty awesome. I still drool over supercars that are out of my reach. And also enjoy off-road capable SUVs like the older Land Cruisers and Pajeros. As I was approaching 40 this year, I decided that with a bit of extra disposable income and a supportive partner, it was time to start fulfilling my dreams. Because it's been such a long road just to get to the starting line, I decided to document my process, and what better way than to throw it online. So this is my journey into the motorsport world, trying to figure out how to get involved, see if I'm any good at it. With my late start, I have no illusions of competing in some top-end series, but I do want to see what type of motorsport suits me best and work towards being better at it. I want to go fast, and I want to compete. I also want to build my car, find improvements wherever they can be found. I'm going to stick with 4 wheels for now, but I'm willing to try out anything in that realm. I want to prove to myself and to show you that it's possible to figure this all out, even if you're just starting out gray-haired with a moderate budget. I want this to be a collaborative channel, so let me know in the comments what your biggest setback is to getting started. Is it time? Is it money? Lack of knowledge? All three? Or just share your first car and what type of content you like to see on the channel. I'd really appreciate you taking this ride with me. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. and buckle up, grab a helmet, and join me at All In Driving. Until next time.